Welcome back everybody to this week's video. So today we are going to be making a Christmas cracker out of Sycamore, and the first tool we are going to be using is the mid-size finisher from Easy Wood Tools. So considering I've used these pretty much all of my life, I never actually knew anything about the Christmas crackers, so I decided to do a little bit of research. So apparently back in the 1840s there was a London confectioner named Tom Smith who sold fancy sweets wrapped in pretty paper, kind of like early luxury candies, and while on a trip to Paris he saw beautifully packaged bonbons and thought, yeah, I can make this a thing back home. When he started wrapping his own at his shop, they did pretty well, but not well enough for his taste. Then comes the spark, quite literally. The story goes that Smith started sitting by the fireplace one evening and he heard a log crackle. That tiny little pop inspired him. What if opening the sweet wrappers almost made a fun little bang? By the early 1850s to the early 1860s, he invented a little mechanism, that chemically treated strip that snaps when pulled. He also gradually retired the sweets and replaced them with small gifts, notes and paper adornments. By the 1870s, the cracker had basically become what we know today. A cardboard tube wrapped in festive paper, pulled apart with a bang, revealing a paper crown, which is thanks to the Victorian love of silly dressing up, a cheesy joke or motto, and a tiny novelty toy. After Tom Smith died, his sons kept the business running and made crackers an absolute Christmas staple. They even produced special themed ones, high-end crackers for the elite, patriotic ones during wars, and corporate branded versions for businesses. The company ended up making official suppliers to the royal household. It's a very posh for something that includes tiny plastic frogs and groan-worthy joke. By the 20th century, crackers were everywhere in British Christmas culture. Dinner tables, office parties, school events, you name it. They became more standardised over time, but the core idea stayed the same. A shared little ritual that's half festive joy and half controlled chaos. Today they're still iconic, though eco-friendlier versions are becoming the norm. And some people swear by bougie handmade ones instead of supermarket packs. So yeah, there you go. That's pretty much the history of the Christmas cracker. So that being said, let's get on and see what we're making here. So as you can see, we're just blowing off the lathe here with a bit of compressed air. We've pretty much got it all shaped now. Now we're just going to get the micro detailing tool and we're just going to add a couple of, well, details. I've already sanded to 240 grit here at this point. There you go. Now we're going to get the lathe up to speed and we're going to add some burn lines into it using the Cole Jacobson signature wire burner from Easy Wood Tools. There you go. And we're going to sand up to 400 grit now with clean spore abrasives. There we go. Gonna clean that grain off with some methylated spirits or denatured alcohol. Alright, so now we are going to add some couleur stain, since I didn't have any festive wrapping paper. There you go, he's going to dry it off with a bit of friction. There you go. Going to add a bit of gold on the two end bands. This is gold paints from the Joe Sonia range. There we go. Move the tool rest. And put some sanding sealer on it. Lock everything in place. And some Hampshire Sheen finishing wax. I'll wipe this all over, make sure you get nice even coverage. You're going to let the solvents evaporate. Turn the lathe up to about 1000 to 1200 and then buff it in. Be careful not to push too hard, you don't want to wipe off any wax that you just put on. There you go. Alright, so now we're going to separate the two now. This is the parting tool from Easy Wood Tools. Going to finish that off with a handsaw. There we go. Alright, we're going to drill to depth using a Forstner bit. Slow-mo. Alright, so now we're going to part this bit off. There we go. Alright, we've got it reversing the chuck, and now we're going to drill down to depth with a Forstner bit again. There we go. And now we're just going to clean it up and make the walls a little bit thinner, and we're going to use the #1 hollower for that. There we go, just check the old walls with old finger calipers. Gonna sand the inside up to 400 grit. Some methylated spirits or denatured alcohol to clean the grain. And some stain to match the outside. And some speed to dry it off. There we go. And some sanding sealer. And some Hampshire Sheen wax. Wipe all over, get nice even coverage. Lathe up to about 1000, 1200 and buff it in. Being careful not to push too hard, you want to wipe off any wax that you just put on. Just build up that heat. And there you go. Alright, this is the other side now, and we're going to drill to depth once again. And slow-mo again. Bit of compressed there. Alright, we're just going to widen that gap a little bit so we can make the two bits split together. There you go. Perfect. All right, we're going to part this off. I didn't show hollowing out the other end of this because you had already seen it once, and it was exactly the same as the other one. I hope you all have a fantastic whatever it is you're celebrating this year. So with that being said, here are some pictures. I'd like to thank everybody for watching this video. Please don't forget, hit that thumbs up, click the subscribe button, show your friends, show your family, show your enemies if you like. And if you want to see any more of my videos, click them links on the right hand side. And until next week, I'll see you then. Bye bye for now.